Greetings from the Office of Education. During the past quinquennium, students, teachers, school boards, and school constituencies have said yes, Lord, to Adventist education, even in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. We are excited to share what is happening in Adventist education in Mid-America. Adventist education is learner-focused. It enables learners to develop a life of faith in God and to use their knowledge, skills, and understandings to serve God and others. We believe in an integrated educational experience where students encounter God throughout the day in all subjects.
In the past quinquennium, 3 exciting curriculums have been developed and implemented in the Adventist schools across North America. First, the Bible curriculum, Adventist Encounter, is intentionally about using the classroom to help build a meaningful, lifelong relationship with Jesus, using the Bible as a source of truth and with the goal of making a difference for eternity. It seeks to invite students to be the disciples referenced in Jesus' Great Commission. Learners and teachers have enthusiastically engaged with Encounter curriculum, and teachers post positive classroom experiences on the Adventist Encounter Facebook page, Encounter Success. One teacher posted a picture of her students in a tree while studying the story of Zacchaeus. This 1st through grade 12 curriculum has been enthusiastically adopted across Mid-America. The second curriculum that was introduced for English Language Arts, Pathways 2.0, Journey to Excellence through the Literacy for grades 1 through 8. Pathways 2.0 is an integrated curriculum that includes reading, writing, word study, grammar, spelling, handwriting, speaking, and listening. It builds on the Adventist worldview and incorporates appropriately complex nonfiction texts that will engage scholars while incorporating research-based skills and strategies that enable them to become lifelong learners. Spiritual applications are intentionally included in the instruction. Our third curriculum comes from a new biology textbook, which was developed in partnership with the Kindle Hunt Publishing Company for high school students. This textbook includes a biblical perspective in examining a variety of understandings of nature. It aligns with the North American Division Biology Standards and is grounded in the faith-based beliefs of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Inquiry learning is a central instruction strategy, and scripture connections are made.
During the past 5 years, 5 schools have opened, and unfortunately 10 have closed. Many schools' constituencies struggle with the decision to close as they have seen enrollment declines. Most have plans to reopen in a year or 2. We are blessed to see that commitment to reopen happen, and at least 2 schools are planning to reopen this year. Enrollment in all of our Mid-America schools declined 10%. Some of the decline is understandably due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Some is due to aging communities where there are not as many school-age children. It is difficult to pinpoint exact reasons for spikes or declines, but we are committed to growing healthy, vibrant school communities. Our teachers and administrators are well prepared. 37% of our teachers hold a postgraduate degree. 68% hold either a professional or standard NAD teaching certificate, and 71% of our administrators hold an NAD administrator certificate. Our teachers continue to look for opportunities to grow professionally. Mid-America also supports elementary and secondary teachers going to other national conventions. 10 elementary teachers attend the Association of Supervision and Curriculum Development's annual conference each year. Our secondary associate, Gerard continues the plan of hosting our teachers at 2 subject-specific national conventions annually. We are also very thankful for our partnership with LouAnn University that allows teachers to get a master's degree in administration or curriculum tuition-free to them.
During the past quinquennium, we have seen a decline in a pool of available teachers. Baby boomers are reaching retirement age, and nationwide we see a definite decline in the number of college-age students who are choosing education as a career. Teachers are also choosing not to move, but to continue working in their school community. This has put added pressure on our schools and conferences when the need for teachers arise. However, we are appreciative of Union College, whose education department trained sought-after teacher candidates who understand multi-grade classrooms and are well-versed in the Adventist curriculum and best practices in education. Moreover, they ensure that Mid-America is able to interview teacher candidates before superintendents from other conferences outside of our territory. When COVID-19 struck, teachers quickly retooled into a different delivery mode. Our teachers said, "Yes, Lord," even though they had no idea how they would continue to minister to their students. Teachers learned to use Zoom, ensured that each student had access to technology, and generally, within a 2-week time frame, were ready to meet with their students virtually. Additional resources were sought and provided by the division, the union, and conferences. When classes resumed in the fall of 2020, classrooms were sanitized, partitions were created, and social distance, mask, temperature checks, and personal hygiene practices were implemented so that face-to-face instruction could begin. If COVID outbreaks occurred, remote learning began immediately. The emotional impact was great, but quality education was still provided. Students, teachers, school boards, and conference personnel all showed great resilience. God has demonstrated His love and leading, and we know He will continue into the future.
Educational planning has not been put on hold throughout this pandemic. We anticipate inspiring educational practices being implemented over the next 5 years. Our conferences, the Mid-America Union, and the North American Division are collaborating to introduce standards-based learning. The NAD developed curriculum standards in each subject area are based on the Adventist worldview. Standards identify what learners should know and be able to do and serve as the framework for curriculum, instruction, and assessment. In an effort to fulfill our charge as Adventist educators, we are revising our grading practices to be aligned with the standards students meet. That way, grades will provide a clearer indication of what students have learned, not simply a measure of how much work they turn in or how hard they may try in class. Learning is the indicator of success. Mid-America has included our superintendents in NAD training. We have begun training with our curriculum committee, who will assist us as we walk down this new path. Each conference is planning teacher trainings too. This will not be a quick implementation. We will take the time that is needed to ensure our teachers, students, and schools are ready. Another challenge is the area of mental health. Learners come with varying backgrounds and experience, and they face unique challenges. Anxiety is one of the leading mental health conditions facing our children. We also know that the pandemic has placed additional emotional strains on our students and teachers. We need to provide strategies and assistance where feasible to help meet these challenges. We are thankful for God's innumerable blessing and the way He is daily leading in the education of His kids in Mid-America. We are blessed to know that there are Spirit-filled men and women who have dedicated their lives to bringing lifelong learners to the feet of Jesus. It is the goal of this department to see every student excel in faith, learning, and service to honor God and bless others.